Hello, it's Leela from Miss Leela Pink Journey. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching as I attempt to share with you how I thread the Brother 1034DX Serger. The first thing I need to do is open up the front cover of the serger. I have turned the serger off and I've read through the instruction manual. I have reviewed the existing threading. The machine is threaded straight out of the box. I'll cut these threads and will reuse these threads while I learn this threading process. Next, I will share a quick look at the threads in the back of the machine. I took photos of how the machine is already threaded to help guide me along this process and to help me in case I don't understand a step. So of course, if you were starting from scratch, you would pull the thread off the spool and directly up through the thread holder and through the thread plate. You'd pull it through the little holes at the top of your machine. And then you pass the thread through the tension disc like I'm doing now. I'm just passing through the tension disc down through the channel next to the blue tension adjustment knob. I'm guiding the thread down through the channel starting at number 5, and I'm just going to follow along the colors and the guide for blue. This is a close-up of guide number 6 and 7 where the blue and green dots are. We're only going through the blue dot area. As you can see, I'm passing thread through the threading points 5, 6, 7, 8 next to the blue color markings following the numerical order in the accompanying illustration. Next, I am turning the hand wheel so that I can click on number 9, and this way I can slide the lower loop and threading level, and I'm going to grab my tweezers and pull right through those slots. Here's a close-up of the 2 little slots that you need to catch the thread on. Next, I'm going to pass the thread through the eye of the lower looper, that little circle you see there. Here's a still of it. It should go through there, and once you get it through, make sure you return the hand wheel to its original position. And here I'm just moving the thread back out of the way so that I can complete the process. Next, we're passing the thread through the green tension adjustment dial. Bring the thread all the way down through the 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers as coordinated on the screen there. And you make sure you only thread through the upper take-up thread area there, where it has the green and the blue dot. Be sure to follow the coordinated graphic there, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way through. Here's a quick close-up of the guides that you'll get to just before number 8. So number 6 is indicated by the green on the screen. It has a blue and a green dot, so you'll pull the green tension thread through both of those areas. But for your blue, number 7, as indicated on the screen, you'll only pull it through where the blue dot is shown. The next couple of still photos will show you the eye of the upper looper. I use the green thread I'm using where I'm going through the 3rd tension disc, and I'm just bringing that thread through using my tweezer to go right through the eye of the upper looper there. You may have to use your hand wheel to turn it towards you on the side of the machine in order to move that upper looper up and down so that you can get to the eye of it. And then you just take it and thread through using the tweezer. It's much easier that way. Threading the right needle, pulling down from the pink tension disc. I am just making sure I follow the guides under where it says number 4 and pulling up through the actual guides, making sure I keep the thread over to the pink area separator up through number 5, and making sure the thread is through the right of the separator. And when I give you a little close-up, you'll kind of see that there's like a metal bar inside, and you want to make sure that you keep the pink onto the right of that, and it's shown on the screen there. You can't miss it. If you can see just a little up there a little bit, you'll see the metal, and you want to make sure you keep it to the right. Now I'm just threading the needle like you would on a regular sewing machine, going through, and I'm just going to pull it all the way to the back out of the way as I did with the other threads. Lastly, we're going to thread the left needle. I'm just going to run the thread as illustrated on the actual machine there. The different colors are indicated. So this is yellow, and it's coming from the yellow disc on the screen. And I'm just pulling it down and making sure that I keep it through the left of that separator. After I've pulled it through, I'm just going to thread the left needle, and I'm going to pull it through into the back just as I did for the others. Prior to threading both needles, make sure you catch that needle bar thread guide right above my finger there. The needle bar thread guide is just above the needles there, and you'll see where the red thread is through the needle bar guide, but the yellow one is not. So I had to go back and fix that. Make sure you catch that needle bar guide. So now I'm just going through, and I'm going to separate each of the threads to make sure that they're not tangled amongst each other, and that each one is separate from the other and under the actual presser foot and out of the way. Remember, everything is color coordinated. You'll start with the blue tension disc and pull the thread down through the channels all the way through 5, 6, 7, and 8 using the numerical order of the accompanying illustration there, and you'll thread it through. Make sure you thread through the take-ups on 7 and 6 according to the correct color. You'll see the little eye there going with the blue thread I have on the first eye of the slot. Let me get a little closer so that you can see how the thread should go directly through the eye of that little apparatus I'm showing you there. So my blue thread from my blue tension disc is going through this first hole. Threading is completed. The next couple of clips simply share with you my first few stitches on this Brother 1034DX Serger. Check the description box below for a link to where you may purchase this exact serger. Thank you for watching.